What's up, guys? It's Ian. We're over here at another house hack with Orion. He just purchased this property, and imagine having two short-term rentals, not just one in the basement. He has a separate side, I guess, unit. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, after doing the tour and everything like that, a lot of revenue is to be had. He only had this going up ever since mid-September, so there's a lot of good potential in this place. Trying to get that super host status, and you can go through all the numbers on this place. A lot of conversions. This used to be a gun shop going beforehand, so I love this aspect of it, and I love what he did with the place. Let's go check it out.
What's up, Ian? Welcome to my crib. We got a 6-bed, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot single family house. But the funky thing about this place is actually turned it into a 3-unit. So instead of 6 beds and 3 baths, it's actually 3 2-beds and 1-baths. Currently AirBnB'ing both of the other 2 beds and 1 baths, and my girlfriend and I are living in the main unit right there behind us. We're in a little town called Sherylwood, which is right next to I-25, about 10 minutes north of downtown Denver. Just west of Thornton. Lots of stuff going on around here. Lots of mix of residential, retail, restaurants, businesses, everything you can name, and a lot of construction moving up this way from downtown. Walking into the house a little bit, we've got the 2-car garage right here, 3-car wide driveway that leads over to 1 unit, which is the attached apartment, and then our main unit here, which was originally a 4-bed, 2-bath single family home. So this right here that we're going to is the main unit where myself and my girlfriend and our dog live. This is our living room. This is where Taylor, my girlfriend, and I spend our most of our time, which leads into 2 bedrooms off to the left and our bathroom, and then the kitchen off to the right. This is like the master bedroom. It's the bigger of the 2 by a little bit. Bigger closet than the other bedroom. Currently, we're not renting the other bedroom. We're just using it as an office, but I do plan on having a friend move in within a couple months to be our roommate. And then off to the 2nd bedroom, which we aren't renting out yet. So this bedroom, a little bit smaller, slightly smaller, everything, square footage, smaller closet, view into the backyard, which the Airbnb guests have full access to. And this bedroom, currently unrented, is going to go to a friend of mine who's moving out in February. So currently not renting this out, and once he moves out here, we're actually not going to charge him rent either. We figured we're cash flowing already using the 2 Airbnbs to cover our mortgage, PITI, utilities, and then everything else on top of that, supplies, and then cash flowing a little bit on top of that. So might as well save my best friend some money as he looks for another apartment and makes a big move from Seattle. Full bathroom, clawfoot tub, pretty self-explanatory. This is everything that we use, and our friend will share with us once he's here. Funny thing is, our clawfoot tub actually does have claw feet. We thought that was funny considering we never had a clawfoot tub before. Coming back into the living room, the other entrance goes into the kitchen, sort of like an alley kitchen. We actually had to paint this entire house. So we decided to go with white for the main living spaces and then green as sort of like the accent color for the kitchen, just to make everything a little bit nicer, a little bit trendy. Okay, walking back to the 2 bedrooms, what was funny about this house was that this wall dividing the 2 bedrooms on this level actually wasn't here before. So you can see right here where the red is and the unpainted part is, that this unpainted part was completely added by a contractor about a month ago to split what was essentially a large master bedroom into the originally planned 2 bedrooms that the house was meant to have. So added that wall, and we also actually added another wall in the kitchen with a door and door frame that separates this main unit from the basement unit. This door that you'll see over here wasn't here before, and actually this whole chunk of wall plus the door frame and everything above it and around it wasn't there before either. And actually, if you'll notice here, some of the light switch had to be cut off so that the frame could be put in place so that we could actually access our light and ceiling fan once we got inside our unit. So this is what it looks like from our end, and then it works its way down into the basement. And considering my girlfriend and I are doing the cleanings for our Airbnbs currently, just having started, it's really easy to just get all of our supplies and access the basement from our unit. Working over from the kitchen, you work into the dining room, which is actually where I spend a lot of my time because it's the only part of the house that isn't above the basement unit. So I do a lot of my calls and work here, which also has a sliding glass door entrance to the backyard or exit into the backyard where you'll see my dog Mustang. Back here is where the apartment guests have access to. So they'll have access to the grill, the table, and everything in the backyard, including the fire pit. Okay, we're gonna work our way over back to the driveway, actually, and work our way around to one of the other of the 3 units on the property. Side entrance for what used to be a gunsmithing shop, but is now a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Keypad lock, ring doorbell. Find that Airbnb guests really value security, so having those on our listing really helps. Alley kitchen, only sort of one-sided. Everything is IKEA built, but built before I bought the house. Came like this. It was actually being used as a rental after the main owner had it as his gunsmithing shop. Everything you can need kitchen-wise, pots, pans, microwave, anything you can need for cooking. And then over here, you'll actually see our guest finder right at the entrance. We want people to reference this as soon as they come in. Sort of tells them the instructions on how to operate anything that's not self-explanatory. So you'll see later the fireplace, the grill, the fire pit, the baseboard heaters. Not everybody's used to baseboard heaters. Sometimes they're just used to a furnace. Check-in, check-out instructions, host recommendations for restaurants, closest hospital, closest gas station, anything that they could possibly need. Oh, and then the closest grocery store. Continuing on to the living room, the first thing that you'll see is the dining table where we have provided 4 chairs. Currently we allow for 4 guests, but we also have a leaf and 2 extra chairs in case we want to bump up the occupancy and actually allow for 6 people, because that right there, the green couch, is a futon that can be pulled down to sleep on. And then we have another futon that we haven't put in here yet that we could add to sleep 6 instead of 4. And then right behind you actually is the bathroom that they have access to. 3/4 bathroom, everything came as is. Toilet, walk-in shower. We provide soaps, conditioners, shampoo, all of the necessities, and then extra paper towels and toilet paper and whatnot. And then this door here, you'll notice we left a little note for our Airbnb guests not to try and open this. This door is actually sealed off on the other side currently, just using some quarter round and baseboard. But this is why this house can actually still be classified as a single family home, because there's technically a doorway in between all of the units still. So if you wanted to open up all the doors and have access as just a 6-bed, 3-bath house, you've got complete ability to do so. You got a washer dryer, which has actually attracted some of our longer term stays, considering they're gonna be doing laundry in between, say, hiking in the mountains or going skiing. Living room. Here we have a bunch of different streaming services on the TV. I believe in this unit it's Netflix, Hulu, HBO, YouTube set up for an Airbnb guest, and then Peacock. Gas fireplace. Switch here to operate the gas, and then we have a remote, and then we have instructions in the guest book on how to operate this properly, because it's not necessarily self-explanatory. Coming into the first bedroom here, this is the larger of the 2. Sort of the blue room has bluish walls, and then we sort of went with that for blue-toned things. And then coming over to the second bedroom, it's pretty much the same layout, just a little bit smaller. But we have found that guests actually seem to prefer this room for the colors, the ambiance, the lighting. I don't know. People just seem to really like wood beds and the pinkish, like red tones of this room. So we've actually found that this room will always be used with either stripped sheets or used bedding, and then on occasion the other room will just not be touched. We can work our way outside where guests have access to the backyard, which just has grass, a fire pit, sort of like a covered patio area, and a grill. Starting over here, We have the grill that was left with the house directly connected to the gas line, makes it pretty easy to operate. We just ask that guests clean it after using it. Table so that they can eat. Backyard. We currently don't have backyard games, but the idea is to get some like cornhole and things for people to do. And then we have a fire pit, which people have seemed to really enjoy. Currently 5 seats because the plan was to have a limit of 5 guests stay. But we actually decided last minute to switch that to a 4-person maximum occupancy. And then if you look this way, when the trees aren't so full of leaves, there's actually a really nice mountain view right here from the fire pit, which is pretty cool. Okay, we're back outside on the driveway. We're going to show you the 3rd and final unit in the basement that we had walled off. They have access to the street parking, and then they can walk up here to the garage where they have keypad access to their unit. I and my girlfriend both park in the garage, which is why we have them use street parking, and then they can just walk up the driveway and then access the door on the left, which is the direct entrance into their basement unit. We always leave this door unlocked. And then coming down the stairs, we have the hallway into this 2-bed, 1-bath unit, which is the only unit without a kitchen. But we tried to make up for that with having a mini fridge and microwave, toaster, coffee maker, coffee provided, dishes, plates, silverware. Bedroom number 1, everything in this bedroom was actually painted this way when we bought the house. And as we started to move in furniture, we actually figured it fits with the theme of what we're going for. Sort of left like a gray accent wall and then white walls around it. One thing that we did have to do in the basement is where we had the most work done, is we had egress windows dug out. So in this room and the other room that you're gonna see are full egress legal escapable windows, which was a good chunk of change, but better to do it up front and make sure that everything's legal. And then it actually provides a lot of light that wasn't here before because it had one of those tiny basement windows before, just at the top of the ceiling. And then working over to bedroom number 1, a much larger bedroom. This actually used to be a workshop, which is why you'll see all of the high outlets. But this room was carpeted, converted into a bedroom. And when we bought this house, this room actually had no window. So you'll notice there's a lot of light in this room right now, partially because of the many ceiling lights, but also had to get the egress window installed here, which actually barely fit, because if you just look outside, there's a little bit of concrete off to the left that was making it very difficult and a really tight squeeze, but there was just enough room to put a legal egress window. And then I think the last thing to show you would be the bathroom for down here. Tile floor is pretty standard. Had to replace the vanity in this room, but nothing else had to be done. And then walking back into the hallway a bit, our guests don't have access to this, but we put in this sliding barn door to sort of lock off the laundry room, which has a bunch of shelves that we use for storing supplies, for restocking the Airbnbs and cleaning everything. So something you'll notice is that there's a washer dryer in here, but there's also a washer dryer in the apartment. So basically the idea is we'll do laundry for each unit in that unit when we're doing a turnover. And then in between, say like there's a gap between days, like there's a Tuesday off for one of the units, that's when we'll do our laundry in one of the other units. And then anything that we have a surplus of, we put over here. So like K-cups, shampoo, body wash, plates, cups, everything. So one thing we decided to do for the first few months is to do the cleanings ourselves. So we keep most of the supplies in the main unit that we saw upstairs, where my girlfriend and I will grab, say, paper towels, toilet paper, replacement towels, sheets, whatever, and then bring it to one of the other units. But the reason we have some down here is because there's just so many supplies that go into restocking Airbnbs that we tend to give the units enough to last for a long time. And then we put a lot of extras down here that we won't be accessing for, say, like a month or two. And then just talking a little bit more about why we decided to do the cleanings ourselves. I'm going to be quitting my job as soon as I buy this house. which I did do. And I'm gonna have plenty of free time on my hands as I transition to be a residential agent on the FI team. And then my girlfriend is actually studying for her real estate license as well. So working from home, we both have pretty much all of our time spent at home working or preparing for work. So we have plenty of time to do the turnovers ourselves. So doing the cleaning ourselves and getting that extra grand bumps things up so that our gross revenue turns from roughly 4,000 to 5,000 to roughly like 5,000 to 6,000 between the two units. Okay, so talking a little bit about the numbers for this place, bought the house at $565,000, $10,000 of seller concessions to go towards the closing costs, which completely wiped the closing costs. So out of pocket, we were putting about 5% down. And I'm actually partnered on this house with my dad, and the deal was that he puts down the down payment, I fund the renovations and the furnishing, and then do all the management, and then we're in the deal 50-50 with each other. So at $565,000 with a 4.9% interest rate, the PITI, or the monthly mortgage, comes out to be $3,365, and that includes PMI as well. So that's the all-in cost that I make to the bank. On top of that, got utilities and maintenance, which comes out to roughly like $400 to $500. And then we're doing the cleanings ourselves, with this basement unit being about $100 a night, and then the apartment unit being $120 a night on average so far. So roughly between the two units, like combined, $220 a night. Assuming, say, like a 70% occupancy rate, so 21 days a month, that comes out to $4,620 a month in gross revenue. And then we subtract our expenses, the $3,365 and the 500-ish utilities and maintenance costs, and it comes out to roughly $600, $700 cash flow. On top of living for free, getting the debt pay down of making the monthly payment, tax benefits, and everything else that comes with house hacking. A lot more goes into it than just the cash flow, but even just the cash flow numbers from day one at $700 a month, it's not too bad. So you can see from the numbers that this place does really well just from day one. Having all the renovations done within just a couple weeks allowed me to get to a point where we're cash flowing $700 a month and living for free. And while the money's great, ultimately it's all about the freedom that it gives. Being able to live for free, on house hack number 2, cash flowing from 2 properties has given me the freedom to quit not just 1, but 2 terrible jobs for a career path that I love. Now I get to be a full-time agent on the FI team and house hack and help house hackers and help investors full-time, and just do something that really fulfills me. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe to Ian's channel. Follow me on Instagram or reach out to me over email or phone. I'm an agent on the FI team. My name's Orion Enfield. Would love to talk to you. Whether it's you're looking for a house hack or you just want to talk real estate, talk about the concept, I'm here for you. So reach out.